Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Valentino Rossi The Game. I'm KPG-GOONER here, and in today's episode we've got two more races on our custom championship on the 250cc with Valentino Rossi. But before we get into that, there was an update the other day and they've added another add-on. Now I was just wondering if you guys are interested to see any of this gameplay, and the add-on is the MotoGP Legendary Bike. So you've got 29 riders, 18 teams and 14 additional legendary bikes produced between 1992 to 2006. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in see any gameplay with any of this stuff. I'm quite happy to do it if you want to see it. Other than that, we can just carry on with our walkthroughs that we're doing. So we're going to get straight into that now, guys. So here we go.
Hello from Catalonia to all the fans of the Motorcycle World Championship. In a few minutes, we'll finally get to see some of the most iconic bikes from the history of the sport taking their place on the starting grid. The weather is fine and the temperature is perfect for racing, so we're just waiting to find out which riders have opted for hard tyres and which have gone for the soft. Bikes have taken their places on the grid. The light is about to go out any second now. This is when the riders have to clear their minds completely so they can give it everything they've got.
Right, so here we go with today's race in Spain, around Catalonia. Let's see if we can get a good start. We're back in helmet cam because loads of you commented and said please do more helmet cam. And let me know if there's any other things you want me to change in this walkthrough. I want you lot to be involved, and we can change it up if you want, but let's see if we can get a good start. I do like this circuit. Let's see if we can get up the inside. But using these views on these lower CC bikes, it's giving me a little bit more of a chance and a bit of practice before we step up to higher bikes in these walkthroughs. And that's not a bad start. We've managed to get around those first couple of corners and we've got to the front. We're in P3. Can we get past this bike, trying to just get a bit of a smoother run? Threw me out a bit, but we're going to get a good drive around this corner. Can we get to the front? Oh my god, we're already getting around the front. Now let's see if we can start off really well and get some good times down. I do like this circuit. Now I was looking at the qualifying times. I think the fastest rider was doing a 1:51 on these 250cc's, so those are sort of lap times we're looking at. So let's see if we can achieve that as well. Now we haven't done any qualifying, so we haven't had any practice, so it's just a case of getting that first lap out of the way, trying to settle in and hopefully start pushing it. But I am starting to get the hang of this view more than the other first person view. I think this one I actually do favour, to be honest. It gives you a little bit more of a realistic experience in this sort of view, and it hasn't been too bad. Oh god, it got up the inside there. We went a little bit too wide onto the curb. Oh, a little bit of a wheelie there. That's really threw us out. We didn't slow down. Now on a two-stroke, you don't get so much engine braking, and it just throw you out into the corners. I don't necessarily get the same sort of braking I would on a four-stroke, so I've got to be a little bit better on the brakes, and that's what I'm struggling on. And again, not enough braking, and it sent me out wide, but we're managing to hold on to P2. Let's see if we can get a good drive down this corner. Now we need to get a little bit tighter into these corners, get right onto the curb. Yes, that's much better, nice and tight, and again into this next right-hander, and hopefully we can get a good drive onto the straight and get into slipstream and hopefully get past. Now that's not a bad drive. Now we go neck and neck over the finish line for the first lap, and this hasn't been a bad start to this race, but we've got to go into that really tough right-hand turn to the left-hand turn and try and stay on the bike, because it's a bit harder when you're going at a higher speed. We're having to back off a bit. We're letting go, concede the position a little bit and try and just get through here without getting knocked off. No, that's not too bad. A little bit wind around that section, but we're still on the bike and we're holding a decent position. I mean, if we can at least get a podium in these races, I'll be happy. And again, we've got a good drive. The AI seems to be really slow onto that corner, and even though I'm going out wide, I'm still getting around there pretty quick. Let's see if we can get up the inside here. No, not carrying enough speed, and we're managing just to get past him there in that corner. Awesome. So we managed to get a good drive past him and we're back into the lead on the second lap. Right, we just need to do a little bit better in these next couple of corners. No, see, we just threw ourselves out there, didn't slow down, and we went slightly wider, but we're still managing to hold on to the position. Now these 250cc's do bob up a lot out of the slow corners. It's really, really hard to keep that front wheel down, and they're quite a light bike and got decent brake horsepower as well, so you sort of expect that. And again, he's got up the inside there, and that really threw me out again. I've got to try and stop him getting up the inside there, because if he gets up the inside on the last lap, I'm not going to win this race, because it's hard to catch him onto that straight. So we've got to be careful, and we've got to try and improve into those corners. Right, again we've lost that braking, and we've lost another position, going almost onto the grass there, and we've dropped down to P5, and we really are struggling here, really struggling on the braking. And this is the first circuit we've had with really tough consecutive corners onto the curb again. But we've managed to take a couple of places in that corner. Right, let's try and get a nice drive round there. We've tried to just fight back now. We've corrected ourselves. And again, we've got into there really fast. Oh my God, that was a good corner. That's what we needed to do. And that was a really good recovery. And we put in a 153. Still not as quick as their laps. I think they were doing about 151. So we're still not running at the pace that they were doing in qualifying, yet nor are they, which is quite strange. But that happened in the last race, where when the race started, the times that they were achieving for their qualifying spots were nowhere near what they finished in the race. So I'm not sure if there's a glitch in the game and they're running at a slower speed, but let's not worry about that too much. We're in the lead. Let's see if we can put in a 151 here and really put in a faster lap. But again, we've gone slightly wider in that corner. Really finding it hard to get the braking right. Hopefully I can improve into the second race, because I think we've got the German GP next, and that's got some really tricky corners on it. That's much better, nice and tight. Try and stand the bike up. Oh, a little bit onto the curb there, but we're still managing to hold the speed. Right, we need to get a tight line here to avoid any riders coming up the inside, but we have got a slight lead here, maybe a second or so. Guys, try to turn it over. Yeah, that's brilliant. Right, we need to get nice and tight here again. That's a little bit better, and get a good drive out that corner. A little bit wobbly, but I haven't done any adjustments on the bike. It is understeering a little bit, not just into the corners, but out the corners as well. Right, let's see if we can get a nice turn here and try and stay in the middle of the track. That's a little bit better. We have to slow down slightly, but we have got a little bit of a gap. We're actually pulling away on this lap. We really are starting to put down the time here. Let's see if we can get a really fast time on this last lap. Stand it up. And I think we're going to do it, as long as we don't make any mistakes. Let's see if we can get a nice drive around this final section, right to the last corner. Still holding a decent lead as well, not as tight as the last lap. And stand it up, or slightly onto the curb. And let's see if we can get a good time here. I think we're going to hit a 151. Yes, we do. Awesome. So we get a win, and that last lap was really good. So we achieve a 151.8, but look how slow they were compared to their qualifying times, guys. Just rewind the video and have a look at the times they had before we started the race. I just don't understand it. It's really peculiar. Well, anyway, guys, let's get into the second race.
Hello and welcome to the Sachsenring circuit. You're about to witness a unique event celebrating some of the most fantastic bikes from the long and glorious history of the Motorcycle World Championship. The skies over the track are clear, and the latest weather reports are telling us that temperatures will be as expected for this time of year. After a long weekend of preparation, the race is about to start. You could cut the tension with a knife, but all that matters now is who gets across that line first.
Right, so here we go with the German GP around the Sachsenring. Now, their qualifying times were 1:29. Let's see if they can achieve faster than that in the race, because in that last race, they were like 2 seconds slower than their qualifying times, which is really interesting. I mean, it may be a glitch on the game, I'm not sure. It's not didn't happen so much in our GP series. They were thereabouts in the times in those races, except in the wet. They were a little bit different, but on this series so far, they seem to be a lot slower than the qualifying times. Let's see if we can try and get to the front here. Just trying to get that balance with the brake and the throttle. Not as smooth as I would like, but hopefully with a few more races I will get the hang of this view and I will be able to sort that problem out. Oh God, again, not very smooth on the throttle and a little bit of contact there. Got to be careful we don't get thrown off on this race, otherwise we could end our race on the first lap. Right, that's not too bad. We're sitting in P6. Let's try and get a nice line through this corner, get nice and tight. That's much better through there. Right, stand the bike up. We've got another tough corner here, which we... Oh, God! Oh, I felt the back end slide there. It didn't like that one bit, but luckily I managed to stay on the damn thing. I thought I was going to go then, and we are just falling back slightly. Oh God, a bit of a wheelie. That's going to lose us a bit more speed. Right, let's try and get a bit tighter. And again, I've mucked up the braking, and that sent us out wide. We need to get the hang of that, otherwise we're not going to win this race, because the leader of the race is starting to pull away. Let's see if we can get a better line through this corner. This can be a tough one as well. That's a bit better. And get a nice drive out the corner, and we've got a straight here. See if we can get in the slipstream and start getting a little bit closer to the leaders, and hopefully improving those corners as well. Right, we better start slowing it down, let's get a bit tighter in. We need to gain a few places in this lap, hopefully, and let's see if we can achieve at those times that they were achieving in qualifying. So we're looking at about 1:29. I just can't understand why they're so much slower in the races. Oh God, a bit of contact as I try to get up the inside. Oh God, getting a better drive around that corner again, but he's thrown me out slightly out wider, and I've conceded at that position again, and I think he's going to come up the inside. Yes, he is. So I'm going to drop down. Can I get a better drive around this corner? I'm trying to take the outside line. Oh God, straight through the middle there, and I'm up to P4. I took the risk, I just powered through there, and hopefully we can get this rider in this corner as well. If we can get a nice tight line, and we dive up the inside of two of them, so we're into second. Awesome. Right, we've got to be careful on this corner. We've got thrown out in that last lap. Oh, that's a bit better. Nice and tight, and we are closing on the leader, and this is about the perfect time we want to start moving to the front. We've only got one more lap to go, and he is starting to pull away as well. We need to improve through this corner. Let's try and get a bit tighter. Let's brake a little bit earlier. Now that's a little bit better, and we're going to get a good drive if we can just stand it up. Oh, stayed off the curb, bit of a wheelie. Right, we'll try and get up the inside here if we can get a better line. No, let's see if we can get a nicer drive. We try to go a little bit tighter. Oh God, I almost come off again. The back end on the bike kept on slides out, and I tried to tap on the power at that angle. Right, we've got to try and get up the inside here and slow it down. Now that lap was a 1:30, I think. Or no, I did a 1:29.4. They did a 1:30, so they're running slower than their qualifying times again. Let's see if they improve on this lap. Let's see if we can just try and get past here. And we've dived past, but it's sent us out wide to avoid the contact. Let's see if we can just turn it back in and try and hold it. Yes, we've managed to get past him. So we're into first place for the first time in this race, but can we hold on to it? Trying to get nice and tight, and again we've gone out slightly wider. Really trying to get as tight as I can to avoid any riders getting up the inside, and I think we're managing to do it. So, oh God, onto the curb there. It's got a little bit too tight there, but that's not too bad. We've managed to stay on the bike. That's the main thing. And again, we're going really wide. Oh my God, that was lucky. He came through there really quick and almost wiped me out. That was a little bit risky there, but I'm sure we can recover. Can we get past him here? Try and turn it in and get past him. We're going neck and neck. Oh, better contact there. He's just let me know that he's not going to give up that easily. Let's see if we can get a nice and tight line through here and get past him. And we've gone out wide. We're trying to get a nice drive around there. Can we stand it up? Oh, onto the curb again. That's a bit of a risk, and he's going to come around the outside, is he? I'm going in the inside. No, I've gone round wider. Is he going to come up the inside? I don't know. I can't see where he is. Which side he's going to come from? No, I think we're managing to do it. And yes, we're going to do it, guys. And we're going to take another victory. Oh, God, that lap was slower as well. So we did a slower lap that time, but we definitely did a 1:29 on the second lap. Let's see what times they got. Right, come on, hurry up and load up. And there we go. Yeah, so none of them did a 1:29. And the last rider did a 1:31. So they're over a second slower than their qualifying times in the race. It just doesn't make sense. But I'm not going to complain. I got another victory. I hope you enjoyed that episode anyway, guys. It was close towards the end. I'm still struggling a little bit with the cornering in that view, but hopefully I will improve. Let me know in the comments below whether you want to see that legendary add-on or if you want me to change the views. But we're definitely going to move up to the bigger bikes, guys, because we're going to try and smash this one out really early. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.